Alhamdulillah. إنه تعالى قد جعل الأعوام تتجدد عاما بعد عام، لا لتدليل على الفكرة الدهرية، ولكن للبرهنة عن كون الدنيا ليست بدار قرار، بل هي للعبور إلى الآخرة. وهذا أمر يدل على سفاهة حفلات لوداع العام أو استقباله، لأنه اتباع لغير سبيل المؤمنين حقا. فأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبد الله ورسوله صلى الله وسلم عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين، آمين. أما بعد، عنوان خطبة الجمعة ليومنا هذا المبارك بيان وجوب اعتزاز المسلمين بالتقويم الهجري الذي أكرمهم الله به. الاعتزاز بالتقويم الهجري. The place of commendation is due to Almighty Allah, who has made years revive one after the other annually, not to prove the free thinkers' doctrine of materialism or atheism. Those who say, as in Surah al-Jum'ah, Quran chapter 45, verse 24, وَقَالُوا مَا هِيَ إِلَّا حَيَاتُنَا الدُّنْيَا نَمُوتُ وَنَحْيَا وَمَا يُهْلِكُنَا إِلَّا الدَّهْرُ فَرَدَّ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِمْ بِقَوْلِهِ وَمَا لَهُمْ بِذَلِكَ مِنْ عِلْمٍ إِنْ هُمْ إِلَّا يَظُنُّونَ. They said that there is nothing like the world ending. What occurs is that some people will be born into this world while some others depart, and the lifestyle permanently continue without ever ending. They have no knowledge about what they say. Muslims do not attribute things to time, whether good or bad, because Allah Ta'ala is the one in charge of everything. He is the creator and the disposer of everything. When Allah therefore makes years revive anew, it is to demonstrate to us that this world where we are will eventually come to an end. Because the world is not destined to be permanent. Just as we know that no condition is permanent, also the world is not permanent. It shall end. It is a passage over the life beyond. We are having three kinds of life. The one where we are now, that of the grave, and then that of the resurrection. If that is the case, people should not go beyond what their Creator has decreed for them. And this indicates the stupidity of celebration made by people to bid a year farewell or to welcome in another year. Because such behavior on the part of the Muslims is a pursuit of the way of non-Muslims, those who do not believe in the message of Islam in the true sense. I therefore testify that there could be no other deity, no God deserving worship but Allah alone, before, now, and forever. He has no partner. I also testify that Muhammad is servant of Allah and messenger of Allah. He is not Lord. He is rather servant to the Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah continue to shower much of His benediction and peace upon our beloved Prophet Muhammad, his family, and all of his companions. Amen. The title of our Juma sermon today is to invite ourselves towards taking pride in the HIJRI Islamic Calendar, priding ourselves in the HIJRI calendar. I call upon you, my Muslim brothers and sisters, to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to know that you are now about seeing off the current HIJRI year. We shall bear witness to the document of what you have lodged and deposited in it of your deeds and actions, which you are going to be questioned about by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If good, you will have good reward. If bad, the reward will also be high. Allah forbid. And with the end of this current year, you will be welcoming in and receiving a new year, which only Allah knows what you and I are going to earn in it. Because Allah alone is the one that has the key to this divine secret which is invisible to you and I. Therefore, let us ask Almighty Allah for our well-being. Let us critically examine ourselves to cross-check what we have presented and are still presenting what we have done previously in the course of this current year and what we are still doing, so that we will get everything right in what remains as well as in the coming year. There is no doubt in saying that priding ourselves in the achievement made right from the time of Khalif Umar ibn Khattab with regards to the HIJRI calendar is so great for this Ummah. And that is why, if anybody refuses to acknowledge this HIJRI calendar for the Muslims, he will be hurting the feelings of this Muslim Ummah who pride themselves in this HIJRI calendar. And that would be an insult on our scholars who have keen interest in following up the calendar of the HIJRI. And we hope that every Muslim living in our own era should be able to write dates. Whenever he is writing, he should be able to also append the Gregorian calendar with the HIJRI calendar. He should learn about the HIJRI calendar the same way he learns about the Christian calendar. O servants of Allah, when Allah says in Surah At-Tawbah, Quran chapter 9, in verse 36, I quote, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم إن عدة الشهور عند الله 12 شهرا. Truly, the true and sure number of months in a year with Allah, in the sight of Allah himself, is 12 months. 12 months per year. Allah mentioned this in Quran. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, on enumerating the names of those months, he mentioned the lunar months. He did not mention the Gregorian Christian months. And that is why, in the era of that rightly behaving Caliph, Umar ibn Khattab radiyallahu ta'ala, he has laid down and founded and established and introduced the HIJRI calendar for Muslims. And as you know, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has commanded us in his own pronouncement by saying, "Alaykum bi sunnati." You must uphold my own sunnah, my way of doing things. Wa sunnatul khulafa, and you must also cling to the tradition established by the Caliphs al-Mahdiyin, who are themselves rightly guided by the Quran and Sunnah, al-Rashidin, who never went astray. Tamassaku biha, Either it is my tradition or that of the caliphs, make sure that you stick to it. وَعَبْدُ عَلَيْهَا بِالنَّوَاجِبِ, cling stubbornly to it. Because that is how you Muslims should be. Imam al-Albani authenticated this one in his work, Sahih Abi Dawud, in hadith number 4607, on the authority of al-Huda Masjid, radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. May Almighty Allah bless for you and me the guidance of Quran and the tradition of its messenger. Ameen, summa ameen, summa ameen. Alhamdulillah wahda, wassalatu wassalamu ala man la nabiyya ba'da, wa ba'd. The remaining praise is permanently due to Allah alone. May His benediction and peace continue to be showered upon Him, after who there will be no prophet to be born into this world, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Ayyuhal Muslimun, Ayyuhal Muslimun, Ayyuhal Muslimun, I enjoin on you and on myself to fear Allah always and forever, and to know that every day that passes by us is distancing us from this world and drawing us closer to the hereafter. Already Allah said in Surah An-Nur, Quran chapter 24, verse 44, I quote, يُقَلِّبُ اللَّهُ اللَّيْلَ وَالنَّهَارَ, that Allah causes the night and the day to succeed each other. When the night goes, the day comes. When the daylight goes, the nightfall comes. Inna fi dhalika la'ibratan li ulil absar. Surely there is a lesson in that for a people of insight. My brothers and sisters, we just have to wake up from our slumber right now by abstaining from imitating followers of other religions, so that we will be able to arrive on the resurrection day where Allah will give us the full balance of our deeds here in the world, so that we come to Allah on that day with clear hearts, perfect minds. When people are telling you that you and non-Muslims are worshiping the same God, you should know that no, you are not worshiping the same God. O servants of Allah, Islam is not a religion of occasions and ceremonies so noisy that such gatherings are accompanied by the use of whistles and the clapping of hands. Our own religion is different from that. We don't shout at Allah, and we don't clap when we are worshiping Him. Ours is very, very different from the religion of those prevailed over by amusements and funds. You are to worship Allah with humility. And that is why, if at all, the 1st of Muharram is being declared as a public holiday in your country to commemorate the Prophet's emigrant from Mecca to Medina, and to remind people the beginning of the HIJRI calendar, you and I should only consider that one a golden opportunity for us to make people have keen interest in the use of the HIJRI calendar, the way they are also using the Christian calendar, but without trying to compare ourselves with others by establishing the celebrations of New Year in parties at all. Neither in vigil prayers, night vigil prayers, or any other event alien to Islam. We should not continue in cheating and oppressing ourselves with such behavior. When we copy others, we are showing them that they are better than us. That is it. When Almighty Allah has completed our religion for us and perfected His grace upon us and approved Islam as the rightly true religion, it is therefore necessary for us to ask Allah to forgive us our past errors of organizing New Year celebrations of HIJRI. We are to go and put ourselves on scale today, before tomorrow comes when Allah will put us on the scale. And then, you and I don't know what are we going to earn in the coming year. Don't you know that we discourage people from the so-called birthday? When you are celebrating your birthday, you are celebrating your death, the closeness of your death. That is the meaning. Because the more you live, the closer you are to your death. Then, what are you celebrating? Is it not yet prime time for us, Muslims, to take pride in what Almighty Allah honored this ummah with? قل بفضل الله وبرحمته فبذلك فليفرحوا هو خير مما يجمعون. If you are to pride yourselves, you are to pride yourselves in the mercy of Allah and the favor Almighty Allah has bestowed upon you with this religion. It is better than what other people are amassing of properties which you yourself you name vanities. You gather them and then leave them. Go away with your death. Or don't you know that whatever possessions you have here in the world, You have to account for them. You have to account for them. Whereas you leave everything for others to own after you, you will still make account on the resurrection day. Is there anyone who can be patient enough to bear the hellfire at all? May Almighty Allah distance us from the hellfire. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. وكل إنسان ألزمناه طائره في عنقه. We have fastened every man's deeds to his neck. وَنُخْرِجُ لَهُ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ كِتَابًا يَلْقَاهُ مَنشُورًا. On the resurrection day, we shall bring out a book which you will find wide open. Iqra kitabak. Then you will be told, read your record. Kafa binafsika al-yawma alayka hasiba. Because your own self is sufficient for you as a reckoner against yourself today. Because Allah does not cheat. Manikada, therefore anybody who chooses to follow the right guidance, فَإِنَّمَا يَهْتَدِي لِنَفْسِهِ, he is doing so for the good of himself. وَمَنْ ضَلَّ, anyone that chooses to err and abandon the guidance that came from Allah, فَإِنَّمَا يَدِلُّ عَلَيْهَا, he has chosen such behavior to the detriment of his own self, to his own loss. وَلَا تَزِرُ وَازِرَةٌ وِزْرَ أُخْرَى, nobody should rely upon the achievements of another person. Don't come to say, my father is an imam, my mother is Yasuna, my father is a scholar, my mother used to do this and that. No. لا تزر وازرة وزر أخرى. No one laden with burdens will ever choose to bear the other person's burden. Everybody will carry his own on that day. وَمَا كُنَّا مُعَذِّبِينَ حَتَّى نَبْعَثَ رَسُولًا. We have cautioned you, we have warned you, so that you can be careful, because we do not punish people except after having sent a messenger to go and warn. Allah has sent Prophet Muhammad down to us and revealed the Quran to us. Therefore, it is left for us to choose either to gain or to lose. May Almighty Allah give you an eye to gain. Let's forget to say Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. May Allah continue to cherish and bestow His benediction of peace upon the Prophet and his household. And may Allah count you and I among those who are mature enough to behave well in this season, that many people are organizing celebrations for the new year. Remember Allah so that He will continue to remember you. Appreciate His favor upon you so that He will give you more. The remembrance of Allah is the greatest achievement of a Muslim here in this world. Allah knows whatever you do what will make Allah happy with you. Rise up, let us observe our human prayer.